Welcome back to another reaction video, and this time it is to one of my all-time favorite finds on my channel. It's pretty impossible, and to be honest, a little embarrassing, to think of a time when I didn't know who Ice Nine Kills were. A time when they weren't firmly fixed at the top of any playlist that I have. But that all changed when I set up this little camera and started filming reaction videos to new bands and artists on YouTube. Challenged myself to find new music, and thank God I did, because when I found Ice Nine Kills, I was like, it's Build-A-Bear band for me. It's everything I love, from the melodies, the technicality. It's everything I love about horror and storytelling, all blended into one beautiful care package delivered straight to my ears. So big fan. Now, this one features Mckenna Grace, who is in the new Scream movie, and it seems to be an official collab because I think they collaborated with Paramount Scares. You can see the channel names when you look at the title. And that's pretty cool to have an actress from the movie and part of the build-up and promo for the movie. This band has grown and grown and grown, and thank God they're finally getting the shine they deserve. Really looking forward to this. I've seen them live, cannot wait to see them live again. And while Halloween was the movie that introduced me to horror, my dad showed it to me at an age that is extraordinarily inappropriate to show Halloween to a kid, but couldn't thank him enough for it. I would say that Scream was my re-entry into modern horror, and very much looking forward to this. So I'll stop yapping now, because I'm sure you didn't come here to listen to me talk. Not about myself, in any case. I think we're all ready. Okay. Ice Nine Kills featuring Mckenna Grace, Twisting the Knife from Scream 7. Let's see what you got.
This devastation follows me, constantly calling me. I can't escape it. Helplessly, hung up on history. Face to face with deja vu, when the ghost in me is you. Can you honestly promise me I won't be left here to die? I'm screaming for my life, because honestly I'm not afraid till it's me twisting the knife. So I'm screaming for my life again.
Hang on. Listen. Your boy's a little shocked. Why wouldn't I be? Let me go back just a little to bleed in here. I'm not overly familiar with the lovely Mckenna Grace. Apologies. Didn't know she was singing on the song. So that was a big shock. I know they've had cameos from actors and stuff as part of the storytelling, as part of the visuals. Didn't know it was legitimately part of the song, which is a lovely surprise. This is a beautiful melody. In the beginning, you hear that little reverse effect. You most often hear it in small instances, like with, I don't know why I'm grabbing my boobs, apologies, but you hear it in like hip hop when they want to do a break beat. Oh God, I sound so old. Hip hop, you know what I mean? They'll hit a cymbal, reverse it, exponential fade, and you go, and you get that. If you do that on like a cyclic rhythm, you get like a really cool sound effect, which is that very short intro building up while they zoomed up from all the women looking into the heavens. This is effectively a waltz. It's that 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. It's very romantic. It feels that way. It's beautifully cyclic in the sense that you understand the rhythm and you don't have to think about it. It's this offset of the familiar 4/4, but it's not so different that your brain has to go, well, what's going on here? When does the phrasing stop and start? And it also creates a really lovely pattern to sing on top of, because you can extend a vocal, not that you couldn't on other signatures, but particularly this one, you can really drag a vocal phrasing and create a whole new melody on top of it that is somewhat related, but slightly different and distant to the original guitar work. Love it, big fan, and I like how they caught me there. Usually you go into that break, but to have that, what sounded like a box guitar, that kind of acoustic with a bit of drive on it coming out of an amp that's driven too high, beautifully raw and authentic, and then into the chorus, which need more of. Repeat it, please. Thank you. Okay, one more quick thing. This is, if you, oh God, what a place to pause, bruh. Screams, multiple of scream, ghost faces. I'm so excited. This is a venture away from something that is more of a familiar Ice Nine Kills sound, which is generally more chaotic. It's more aggressive and chaotic, and it keeps that elements of mischief by having like this whimsical theatrical bits happening in the background, whether it's from musical sound, whether it's a nod to something that happened in a score. It's really, really smartly done. Spencer and the gang crush. This is much more an aggressive ballad, which is, while it's featured in parts in some of the previous songs that I've heard, and I've got quite a few of them on the channel, this just feels very different, and it should. Please understand that. It absolutely should. If an artist is not trying new things, not challenging themselves, and not doing something different in a way that is appropriate for its function, this is a song suited to a movie to tell a particular story, which also features another artist. And it needs to be that. It can't always just be the box you sit in and everyone else joins because it gets too full. This is actually really, really pretty, beautifully brutal. And also, the guitar work is also something that's it sounds tonally slightly different. Like there's a lot of what feels like digital distortion versus that mix of that and a sweeter drive on it, on the guitar. And so you can hear the sharp cutoff. The decay is quite instant. And you used to hear that a lot back in like the POD Evanescence days. That was like a primary guitar sound. And while this sounds nothing like that, it is a familiar tone. Love it. Give us more chorus, more bridge, and if we're lucky, something a little heavier in the breakdown.
There's always more room in the grave, the grave, the grave. Can you honestly promise me I won't be left here to die? I'm screaming for my life because honestly I'm afraid till it's me twisted the knife. So I'm screaming for my life, barely breathing, finally shaking and bleeding. I buried the past for a reason. There's always more room in the grave, the grave, the grave.
And cut! Yeah, that rocked! Yeah, you guys can relax while we set up the next shot.
Oh, what the fuck? Who's the jabroni directing this piece of shit?
Jabroni? I know what that is. I'm a wrestling champion. I'm directing this. because I'm a huge fan of 9-inch kills.
Francis Rizowitz. I took over after Jimmy bit the schnitzel. I'm the guy that got the band back into horror, tough guy.
Oh, dude. Crushing. Wait, is part 2 out? Hang on, we gotta see. Okay. I don't know if this is all just acting or not. If it is, I'm gonna skip through it and not put it in this video because I want you to go and experience this for yourself. It is an unlisted link, which, by the way, Inside Baseball, if it's unlisted, it's only visible by people who have the link to watch it. So it's not going to publicly just show up on your channel unless you have, or your feed. So let me just go through a little bit of this. And if it is all just theatrical and storytelling, I want you to go and watch that on your own. I'll put a link for it in the description and I'll catch up with you in a second. If not, we'll hang around. Okay, so I had a look through. It is all storytelling, acting. There's no more musical pieces in it, not really. And it's more a nod to the ongoing Ice Nine Kills story, but also mixing in the Scream features and stuff. Go watch it. It's awesome. It's super cool. It's your mix of quirky, serious. It's like a mini movie. It always is. The visuals are phenomenal. So please go and watch that. As far as the song goes, man, just really beautiful. I was kind of like hoping for there to be something heavier in there. And that's just because of the formula that I've become comfortable with and familiar with because they presented it to us. But it doesn't need it. And I think that's part of the beauty and admiration I have for certain artists who show like a maturity in their songwriting. It's like, when does it need a particular thing? And are you doing it because it's what you know and what you do always, or are you doing it because it feels like it's necessary? And I don't think it really has anything to do with the fact that it's a more commercial product in terms of a movie and a partnership. I think it's just something that they wanted to do that way, and I'm all for it. Whatever decision the artists make, I'm typically always on board for, because who knows better than them? Her voice is lovely. The visual is fantastic. Another great song from them, and what seems to be the absolute perfect partnership at the perfect time. So cannot wait to go and see that, and encourage you all go get your tickets. February 27th, I think it said. I will be at the cinema watching and waiting with anticipation. In the song, there's a lot of very cool spatial effects. Just one last thing before I go, because I don't want to forget this. When it opens up and you hear the choir, to have the snare and the drums continue in the same mastered capacity that it was through the entirety of the song wouldn't make any sense. So you put this reverb and this space on this. You can use decays, reverbs, echoes, delays, something to make the room feel much bigger than it is. And you walk into it, and those little entrails of those sounds, they advertise the size of the room so that when you walk into it, you kind of know how big it is. And it is a change. It also leaves room and gaps for things that are more precise to shoot down the middle, like a vocal, like a choir vocal, which is typically a bit bigger. From a mixing and mastering point of view, you could talk about this forever, but I'm a big fan, massive fan of the band, always have been. And you know what? How cool would it be if one day they kill me in a video? Not in real life, please. I'm thoroughly enjoying my life here in Arizona, and I would quite like to stay that way. But to die on screen, what a privilege. Hoping for more. Till the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.